Rule in Yemen? In Yemen, the people of Sheba were one of the oldest known Rabs. They have been mentioned in records as early as the 25th century CE, according to excavations undertaken at Ur. Their civilization flourished, and their domain spread in the 11th century CE. It is possible to divide their ages to the following estimation. 1. From 1300 to 620 BC, their nation was known as Mayenia, during which their kings were called Makrib Sheba. Their capital was Sarwa, also known as Kariba, whose ruins lie approximately 50 km northwest of Marib and 142 km east of Sana'a. During this period they began building the Dam of Marib, which had great importance in the history of Yemen. Sheba had so great a domain that they established colonies within and outside Arabia. 2. From 620 BC to 115 BC, during this era, their nation was known by the name Sheba. They left the name Makrib and assumed the designation of kings of Sheba. They also made Makrib their capital instead of Sarwa. The ruins of Makrib lie at a distance of 192 kilometers east of Sana'a. 3. From 115 BC until 300 CE. During this period, the nation became known as Himyariya I after the tribe of Himyar conquered the kingdom of Sheba, making Redan their capital instead of Marib. Later on, Redan was called Zafar. Its ruins still lie on Mudawar Mountain near the town of Yarim. During this period, they began to decline in trade and power that eventually led to their downfall. Their trade failed to a great extent. Firstly, because of the Nabatean domain over northern Hijaz. Secondly, because of the Roman superiority over the naval trade routes after the Roman conquest of Egypt, Syria, and northern Hijaz. And thirdly, because of the intertribal warfare. Due to the three above-mentioned factors, the families of Qahtan remained disunited and scattered about. 4. From 300 CE. Until Islam dawned in Yemen. During this period, the nation was known as Himyariya II, and it witnessed increasing disorder and turmoil, followed by civil rebellion and outbreaks of tribal wars, rendering the people of Yemen liable to foreign subjection and hence loss of independence. During this era, the Romans conquered Adna and even helped the Abyssinians, Ethiopians, occupy Yemen for the first time in 340 CE, making use of the constant intra-tribal conflict in Hamdan and Himyar. The Abyssinian-Ethiopian occupation of Yemen lasted until 378 CE, after which Yemen regained its independence. Later, cracks began to show in the Marib Dam, which led to the Great Flood, 450 or 451 CE, mentioned in the Noble Quran. This was a great event, which caused the fall of the entire Yemeni civilization and the dispersal of the nations living therein. In 523 CE, a Jewish ruler named Dunavas launched a devastating campaign against the Christians of Najran in order to force them to convert to Judaism. Having refused to do so, they were thrown alive into a big ditch where a great fire was lit. The Quran refers to this event, "Cursed were the people of the ditch." This aroused great wrath among the Christians, especially the Roman emperors, who not only instigated the Abyssinians, Ethiopians, against the Arabs, but also assembled a large fleet of 70,000 warriors, which helped the Abyssinian, Ethiopian, army to bring about a second conquest of Yemen in 525 CE. Under the leadership of Ariat, he was granted rulership over Yemen, a position he held until he was assassinated by one of his army leaders, Abraha. Reconciliation with the king of Abyssinia, Abraha gained rulership over Yemen, and later on deployed his soldiers to attempt to demolish Al-Kaaba, and hence he and his soldiers came to be known as the People of the Elephant. In the year 575 CE, after the incident of the People of the Elephant, the people of Yemen, under the leadership of Maidikarib, bin Saif Duyazin al-Himyari, and through Persian assistance revolted against the Abyssinian, Ethiopian, regained independence and appointed Madikareb as their king. However, Madikareb was assassinated by some of his Abyssinian Ethiopian servants. The family of Duyazin was thus deprived of royalty forever. Kisra, the Persian king, appointed a Persian ruler over Sana'a, and thus made Yemen a Persian colony. Persian rulers maintained rulership of Yemen until Badhan, the last of them, embraced Islam in 1638, thus ending the Persian dominion over Yemen